So this week for our weekly experience, we had to give something up because we always talk about how we don't have enough time. So what I decided to give up this week was, it was kind of hard, but I decided to give up some time with my family and with my girlfriend. I was supposed to go to a barbecue at home on Saturday, but I decided instead of going to the barbecue early, I decided to participate in an event to empower women in the engineering field. And also on the Friday, I usually come home after work and I play Madden, but instead of playing Madden, I decided to take some time out and take a walk and just think about how I can make my absurd expectation a reality. The reason why I participated in this week's weekly experience was just to give myself a chance to, get out of my everyday flow because I already sacrificed a lot of time and I really focus on schoolwork and all my continuing all my friendships, but I never really give myself the time to sit there and sit back and think about what I want going forward with my expectations. So it did take me a minute to decide like what can I cut out because I'm already at the bare minimum, but I realized that nothing goes without sacrificing. So this week I wanted to challenge myself to sacrifice more as an entrepreneur this week was I had to be able to assess myself and decide like where I can allocate my time at and where I can best like distribute this new time that I allotted myself by not playing Madden or not going to barbecues or not hanging out with friends, but instead making a difference. So it made me think more like an entrepreneur because I had to weigh my risk and reward, or I had to weigh the good and the bad, and ultimately it helped me make a better and more informed decision because when a company is relying on you, you have to make decisions all the time. What's not necessarily best for me, but what's best for everybody around was like a mixed bag for me. I would say this week I failed only because the objective of this week was to remove something out of our lives and then take 2 steps towards our served expectation. So one of my steps was a positive step forward because I got a chance to see like how little girls think, or even minority girls on all different races thought about engineering and how underrepresented women are in the engineering field. Well, my second step, when I brainstormed on Friday instead of playing Madden, entrepreneurship is all about action, and that's not really an action item. That's more of a reflective time period kind of thing. But what did I learned was that sacrificing, necessarily is not a negative thing. Just to seeing joy and being able to teach people and like seeing the happiness of. So what I would have done differently was instead of the time I used to sit there and reflect, I would actually made it something more of an action thing. So I would have actually preferred if I would have created a to-do list on paper where I would have been able to, actually see what I was going to do and being able to like be able to track the steps that I needed to do. Simply just brainstorming about what I wanted to do is good, and it's good to take some time out to reflect to see the bigger picture and your vision. But when entrepreneurship is about action, I needed to come up with a step, something that were more action than just sitting there idle and just thinking, because thinking doesn't get me anywhere. So that's what I would have done differently.